And welcome in. Strategies for Living. I'm Tom Pace. Talk of the Town, your guest strategist host for David McMillan on this Monday. Can you believe already it's 1 week after the April Fool's thing. It's April the 8th, 2019. Outside, it's kind of overcast. It's trying to go look better. We'll talk about that in a minute. Right here, Building D, high atop the Building D on the third floor from the Bossier Parish Community College Telecommunications Studio with 3 great cameras here, a green screen, which we're not going to use, and also a wonderful directing crew and Chiron operators in the back. So welcome in. Quick breaking news, as if you didn't know it, my congratulations go out to a former Lady Texter and also a former coach for the Lady Texters. Her name is Kim Mulkey. Now, Kim garnered so many awards over there at Louisiana Tech under Leon Barmore. I can't even begin to tell you. Then she went to the Baylor Bears. And oh my gosh, what happened yesterday out there in Florida, down, I believe, Tampa somewhere? They won the women's NCAA Lady Basketball Championship, defeating Notre Dame. Somebody said the Baptists beat the Catholics. I don't know, but all I know is congratulations to you, Kim Mulkey, and for doing what a great job you've done. I believe this is her 3rd national title she's won. And, of course, if you're following the Final Four, guns up for the Red Raiders because they're playing tonight against the Virginia Cavaliers. We're going to see if the Red Raiders can upset the number 1 seed Cavaliers later tonight. All right. Now, so much for that. What about the weather? Well, I'll tell you, we had storms all over the area. Grambling is closed today simply because of the flooding that occurred around there. Luckily, across Shreveport and Bossier, we did not have the amount of rain, but there was a lot going to the east of us and down to the south. So prayers for all those that were suffering any kind of distress driving in that, because it was not good. All right. Weather, though, today is beautiful. I mean, and pretty soon it's going to be warming up into the 80s, and you got Tuesday and Wednesday coming up, even Thursday. This is perfect weather for planting any kind of vegetables or even flowers. Wait a minute. Roses. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Is that right?
That is right. And right here in Shreveport Bossier is the American Rose Society.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to John Corcoran. He is the executive director over there at the American Rose Society. And well, you could call them the gardens at the American Rose Center. You've got sitting over to his left, your right if you're looking, her name is Lucy Medvec, 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 and she is the Director of Development, and both of them are our special guests today to talk about whatever. Roses. And in fact, everybody likes to get their roses. You know that?
Absolutely.
Tell me about what's happening at the American Rose Center and the gardens of the American Rose Center.
Well, I want to say what's not happening out at the American Rose Center. We are a bustle of activity. We are currently going through a great garden restoration. A lot of people may not realize, but we've been here almost 47 years.
No, you haven't.
Absolutely. And many people have gotten married out there and, have a lot of history out there. And we were looking at our gardens and had a little assessment. We had our president in about 2 years ago, and we saw that we had a lot of pine trees out there.
I've seen them.
Yeah, and so those pine trees, when we originally built that garden 40-something years ago, they were small pine trees. Mm-hmm. And so they started to grow, and when they grow, guess what doesn't grow?
Roses?
The roses.
Ooh.
And so about a year ago, we pulled out a lot of our trees in the garden so that we could have some roses growing in our garden, because roses need a lot of sunlight. And so from our plan of doing that, we came up with what's called the Great Garden Restoration. We put together a master plan of things that we wanted to do out at our garden to make our garden even more special and more of a treasure than it's ever been. And so we're doing a lot of things out there, and we also believed in partnering with other groups when we were looking at that master
You
plan.
even partnered with our North Shreveport Lions Club and Lions Clubs around here for an event that we're doing.
Absolutely. I want to tell you, the Lions Club has been such a great, as a Lion myself, I'm so proud of that because we are putting an accessibility ramp that has already been put on the back of our Klima building, along with a pavilion, a garden, a Lions Club gate. It's going to be absolutely wonderful addition into the garden, along with sensory gardens around these walkways. It's something that's so special, and it's going to be such a needed asset into the gardens of the American Rose Center.
Well, I just want you to know that we appreciate everything that you've done. Our chairman of our project for this is Scott Harkey, and he has done a great job coordinating all of the different pieces and parts, all those that are donating architecture and landscaping.
Absolutely, and I want to tell you, they have done a wonderful job so far. You might see when you come out to the gardens a little bit of dirt instead of grass. That's because we're under construction, and that's good because those gardens are making huge improvements, and we couldn't have done it without the help of the Lions Club and so many people throughout the Arklatex and all around the United States. And we're looking forward to what we're going to be able to do even in the next 3 years. So
I'm excited about this because this is truly iconic to the United States that we are the capital, the rose capital of the United States. And Lucy over here is one of those that has she has got an integral role in this because you're the director of development, meaning that you reach out to groups and organizations about them showing their contributions to the Rose Center. You are a 501c3, right?
Yes, absolutely. And Tom, the thing that's important is that not only do we do development, but I do membership as well. So the American Rose Society, we have over 14,000 members across the country.
Wait a minute, you mean across the United States?
Yes, and the world, I guess, too. You can include those
Really?
as well. But here locally, a lot of people know us more for Christmas in Roseland. You know, all the way from the end of right after Thanksgiving through the end of December to Christmas, we have our wonderful walking lights display. And then, but now we have the Easter egg hunt coming up. And so that's another way that the community can come out and enjoy the gardens.
Wait a minute, an Easter egg hunt?
This Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yes.
Does the Easter Bunny know about that?
He'll be there.
He will not.
Absolutely.
He will?
Yes.
Will the kids be able to get a picture with him maybe for a small fee?
Yes, they'll be able to take pictures with the Easter egg bunny. They'll be able to ride our Roseland Express train around the park. And also admissions $5, carload $20, and we'll have thousands and thousands of eggs for the children to hunt.
Now, wait a minute. Let me scoot over here back to Mr. John.
yeah.
I was looking at this, and it's this Saturday, and it's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and the gates open at 10, and she mentioned all this. The thing that I see, that the kids, how old are the kids that you're talking about?
We're talking about all the way from 1 year of age all the way up to 12. I mean, we want a whole bunch of kids to come out there. And one thing that's neat that I think is going to be really cool about the Easter egg hunt that I enjoy every year, we let out ladybugs.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Oh, what, you mean the little bitty red ladybugs?
Absolutely, because they're so beneficial for our roses out
What
there.
do they do?
They crawl around in roses, and we'll have a cup for each kid to be able to put on the roses, and it's just an absolute hit every year.
So you're going to release 22,000
22,000
ladybugs?
ladybugs.
Do they know where to go?
They absolutely know where to go.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Did they get little maps?
I guess so. Maybe they have a GPS. I don't know.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Mini GPS on the ladybugs.
That's right.
And the kids are going to get a cup whenever
Yes.
they come there. And is it all going to be done in one ceremony, releasing
Yes.
the ladybugs?
We at 12 o'clock, we'll have the ladybug release, and we'll have different areas throughout the garden where the kids can go out and put out the ladybugs.
Now, I'm excited. See, we've got about 2 minutes in this segment, so I'm going to come back over here to Miss Lucy. What is it that makes your job so fun? Because, you know, I know you're out there, you're asking for businesses to invest, to be partners, if you will, with the Rose Center and the American Rose Society. What is it that makes your job so rewarding?
What I love about the Rose Center is it is one of Shreveport's treasures. I'm a California girl. I've been here since 1992, and I still enjoy it. I mean, it's one of our hidden gems, and I say that, but I want it not to be hidden because more people need to come out. Now is the best time. We're going to be having 2 weeks from now, we're going to be ablaze with rose blooms, and it's just so beautiful. But even now, it's so peaceful. We have azaleas blooming, we have camellias, we have the beautiful pine trees, there's walking trails, and it's so close to everywhere. And it's just one place that people need to come out and enjoy every day, not just Easter, not just when the roses are blooming, but every single day.
So when is it open?
Right now.
I'm sorry. I understand, but the hours?
Every day, 9 to 5. Sundays is 1 to 4, John?
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Okay, but every day, Monday through Saturday?
Yes.
9 to 5.
Uh-huh.
And is there a fee to come out there?
We ask for donations. Most
Okay.
people, $5 or more, however much it touches you.
Well, I see here that we're coming upon the time to take what I call break.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on pause, and don't pause your DVR or anything, because we're live over here, live on Suddenlink, cable channel 12 across Bossier, Claiborne, and Webster parishes. It is Strategies for Living. I'm Tom Pace from Talk of the Town, your guest strategist host for David McMillan. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about all things Rose Center, and you'll be able to see some very special graphics in just a minute. So again, don't go away. We'll be right back.
We grew up together. We believed in something bigger than ourselves. The military took me to one side of the world and her to the other. And even though she was always the strong one, when we caught up years later, I found out she had fallen on some hard times. It was her call to make, but doing it together made all the difference.
When I see homeless vets on my route, I always think to myself, we both swore an oath to protect our way of life, to protect our community. With VA's hotline for homeless vets, I can get them connected with help to get them back on their feet again.
VA's round-the-clock hotline can put veterans who are homeless in touch with the resources and support they earned through their military service. You have the power to help a veteran facing homelessness. Go to va.gov/homeless to print your wallet cards. For veterans who are homeless or on the brink of homelessness, call 877-424-3838.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American. I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American. I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American. I am an American. I am an American. I am an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am
An American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am American.
I am America.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I got smart about saving for college. And now my daughter's off to a great start.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find at smartaboutmoney.org.
We got smart about loans.
And sign here.
Now it's our house we're going home to.
I got smart about preparing for those unexpected challenges. Now I know at least my finances will be healthy.
Smart About Money is a free online resource. We are a non-commercial, non-profit organization dedicated to helping people just like you get information about money. For everything from how to build an emergency fund to how to deal with job uncertainty, smartaboutmoney.org has the answers you've been looking for.
I got smart about credit.
Would you like paper or plastic?
Now paper or plastic has a whole new meaning.
Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart about your finances.
Welcome back, live from the Bossier Parish Community College, as you want to call it, BIPC, Telecommunications Building, high atop the third floor, as I like to say, just looking out kind of catty corner at the Billy Wayne Montgomery Gymnasium here, and what a great man Billy Wayne is. Here's the deal. Today on Strategies for a Living, and I'm Tom Pace, your Talk of the Town host, and also filling in for David McMillan. We were talking about the weather. The weather is going to be so beautiful to come out to the American Rose Center, or the gardens of the American Rose Center, out there off of Greenwood Road. And by the way, you would take exit 5 on I-20 and you follow the signs and boom, you're there. You're going to have just gorgeous weather. And then coming up Saturday, there is the possibility, an outside shot, but this isn't firm in stone, that there could be rain on Saturday for the big Easter egg hunt. What if it gets rained out?
If it does, we're going to have the Easter egg hunt on Sunday. So if it gets rained out, we'll make sure that we have the ladybugs ready to go, the Easter eggs out, and we'll keep going.
And the Easter Bunny will still be there.
The Easter Bunny will still be there.
$5 a car. $5 for the admission and $20 for a carload?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, okay. Now, we were talking about, look, do you see how beautiful this rose is? Now, they've got some graphics already up there that will show various stages of roses. I was there, and I want to say, was it last year when the peace rose, or was it was last year?
It was.
When the peace rose that was shown on a U.S. postage stamp was unveiled there.
Yep.
Are you going to have the peace rose again?
We won't have that event.
But I mean, it will be there?
We do. Actually, we have a whole garden in this Great Garden Restoration that is dedicated to the peace rose and all its family. So the kids, the grandkids, there's a whole group of all the different roses that will be displayed in one of our beds in the Great Garden Restoration. And that brings me to what we're going to do that's going to be so unique about the Great Garden Restoration. And that is, we're going to tell the history of the rose in America. This has never been done before.
Really?
Absolutely.
Will it be done on the grounds?
It will be. We partnered through the Great Garden Restoration with a company called Jackson & Perkins, known for growing roses. They have a design team. They helped us come up with a design that is the inside of a watch, and to go along with what the story we wanted to tell, which is the history of roses in America over time. And we're going to have amazing selection of roses that'll go through each one of these different beds that we're looking at building.
So the rose, indigenous kind of to the United States, but actually the man that developed the peace rose was over somewhere in France or somewhere.
Absolutely. The peace rose started in 1939. They were hybridizing it. It was from the Milan family. And right at that same time, you also had the invasion of France.
Right.
And through one of the ambassadors, they sent out cuttings to all the different countries, to the different hybridizers throughout the world. Well, one of them made it to a company in the United States called Conard & Powell. And from that Conard & Powell, they are now known as Star Roses, which you'll see a lot of times within your stores, and such as Home Depot and Lowe's. And they hybridized that rose. And then after the war was over, in fact, on VE Day, they named that rose the Peace Rose. It was also used with the forming of the United Nations, that they had the Peace Rose at every one of the signers' tables.
What a great deal.
Yes.
You know, as I say, a rose by any other name should smell so sweet, but without the thorns, a rose cannot be you cannot love the rose.
That's right.
Like life. And so, Miss Lucy, I understand the days of wine and roses
It's going to be a wonderful
is
event.
coming up. Tell us about the wine and rose event.
So we have this ambitious project, the Great Garden Restoration Project, and it's going to be 4 large circles of the roses, but we've got to pay for it. So we are doing a campaign, but as part of it, you have to have fun. You have to have fun and you have to have wine. So we are having an event on April 25th. It's a wonderful dinner and silent auction. We are honoring Maggie Martin, talking about jewels of Shreveport.
Oh, absolutely.
She's a jewel. So we're honoring her as someone who has, been there along the way. She's been a journalist for over 55 years, and as long as we've been here, longer than, and she's always been one to come out and tell stories about the Rose and about the Rose Center. So the event, it's $125 a ticket, and as I said, we're honoring Maggie Martin, and it's a wonderful event. Tickets are limited, but it's just going to be an evening, and there will be wine.
Oh, there will be wine.
And roses.
Besides the roses, will there be anything to partake of, like a dinner or anything, or is it just wine and roses?
No, it's a wonderful dinner. It's being catered by Maison Louisiane out of Natchitoches.
Oh, my God.
And there's going to be wonderful appetizers, dinner, dessert, just a lovely evening. Really nice.
And I have to add a footnote to that. Maggie and I both celebrated 50 years in media a while back, and we both interviewed one another on different occasions. Maggie is the quintessence of what a journalist truly is. She's won awards and over at the Times, and not just because she is the maven of society.
Right.
But she really is an outstanding woman. She deserves her roses.
She's had a wonderful career. Still does.
Yeah. And so come back over here to Mr. John. We're down to about, I think, around 2 minutes or so.
Yes.
Wrap it up. Bring it home, John. Tell us what is the big thing you want everybody to remember about this, and what should they do to assist?
Well, more than anything, we want you to know that the Rose Society is right here in your backyard. We want you to come out and visit not only the Rose Gardens, but the American Rose Society, and we want you to grow roses. If you can do one thing to help support us, plant a rose. We're all about roses, and we can help you grow a rose. We have meetings every second Saturday of every month with the Shreveport-Bossier Rose Society. You can join the American Rose Society at rose.org, and you'll get a beautiful magazine, The American Rose.
How much does it cost to join?
You can do a trial for $10, which will get you for 4 months, or for a year is $49. And that gives you access to consulting rosarians, which can help you answer those questions about roses. So we just want you to be one way or the other a part of the American Rose Society, whether it's someone that just comes and visits the garden, or you become a member and you really love roses. And we even want you to show roses if you want to show roses.
I want you to know, just 15 seconds, I know I'm running over, but 15 seconds. There is a Shreveport Rose in Hawaii that I took over there about 35 years ago.
Thank you.
And it was, you should have seen the customs nightmare. Anyway, thank you all for being with us, Strategies for Living. I'm your guest strategist host, Tom Pace. For John and for Miss Lucy, thank you. God bless you all. Have a great day. And remember, may the wind be at your back and may the sun always be shining on your face. We'll see you next Monday.